Now, many cultures in South Africa believe in doing ceremonies where road accidents have occurred. The ceremonies are part of burial rites, while other people perform them to memorialize their loved ones. As we count the lives lost during this Easter season, I'm now joined by cultural expert, Professor Sihawu Ngubane, to discuss the importance of these cleansing and memorial ceremonies. Good afternoon, Prof. Thank you very much for your time. Give us a context, if you will. Why do communities do these ceremonies?
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me and your viewers. I think the main or the overall significance of the road cleansing ceremonies is deeply ingrained in the cultural and spiritual fabric of many African communities. It's not only here in South Africa, but all over Africa. It serves as a means of maintaining harmony and also protecting individuals traveling on the road, because there is a belief that when somebody dies on the road and is not given a proper send-off, that spirit will hover around the road, causing more accidents to happen. So it is just an acknowledgement of the ancestral belief system by most Africans that that spirit needs to be collected. That is why there are rituals that are conducted when that happens. They fetch the spirit of the person back to where the person belongs, and that is preventing other accidents from happening.
Paint our viewers a picture, if you will, Prof. Just briefly, how are these ceremonies conducted?
It differs, but the majority will bring in some water and they will sprinkle the water on the spot where death has occurred. And then they will combine water with some herbs that will try and heal that spot so that it doesn't cause harm to other commuters on the road. Then they will sprinkle it around. And whilst they are sprinkling, they make verbal pronouncement. And those verbal pronouncements are directed to the spirit of the deceased person. Like if the deceased person is Solomon Hatebe, they will say, Solomon Hatebe, we are coming here for you to take you home. And also tell the spirit that don't cause more accidents here. We are going to take you and provide you with a proper burial. So those verbal pronouncements, together with the sprinkling of water, is the practice that is observed by mainly the family members and in the presence of the community, because this thing is communal, so people must be there to observe the process.
What do people believe will happen in the event these cleansing ceremonies aren't performed?
As I said in the beginning, I said that it is a belief. So if they don't do the ceremonies, the accident will occur. That will be believed that it is the spirit of that person who walks around. It's like a matter of people believing in ghosts. Some people will say on the roads there are ghosts. Sometimes you just hit the pole because you see somebody walking in front of the car. So all those are caused to be that negative energy that is on the road. So it is important that this ritual is performed to purify the bad energy. So it is used to purify negative energy and bad spirit of the dead people.
What are some of the things you've heard or witnessed, I mean, even when it comes to these ceremonies?
What do you mean, Voyo? Things that I've heard?
Yes, like, I mean, things that you've had, like people have told you have happened when these ceremonies were not performed, or before the ceremonies were performed.
Yeah, usually when the ceremonies have been performed, there are fewer accidents. It is in the mind of the person that in this area the ceremony has been performed and the accidents or road carnages come down. It's just the belief, but the story, I don't have a specific story that I've heard. But sometimes it happens that even after the ceremony has been conducted, the accidents continue to occur. It's like for Christian community, they will go and pray on the spot and appeal to God to intervene, because I think the whole process is the whole process is seeking the divine intervention, that some natural supernatural powers intervene in the situation. So you know that sometimes you pray for something that don't happen, but in most cases, what I've heard is that there are people that are known, like now we've got signage on the road saying danger zone. So those places where they are labeled danger zone, some of the accident has decreased because people drive with caution there. So we may not attest that this is through the ceremonies, but these ceremonies is just to make yourself be at peace that this ceremony has occurred. So whatever happens, you are not guilty that you did not perform it.
Well, I was asking that question with my tongue, I mean, firmly in my cheek, because there's lots of, urban legend that you hear. I mean, in the township where I grew up, I mean, people would tell you that at a particular sport, someone gets seen there in the evenings, and they are responsible for accidents and that type of thing. But has there been any research done, Prof, as to the effectiveness of these memorial cleansing ceremonies?
From my point of view, these research are conducted by several scholars, but this thing is an African problem, and we need to have an African solution to it. And it is based on the belief systems of the African people. So it's like a research which is based on social sciences, because it has got cultural and tradition in it. So there is no specific answer for these things, but the research has been conducted.
Well, let's leave it there for now. Thank you very much for your time and insights, Prof.